Hello and welcome to this week's LeviTV. That's right, it's LeviTV's birthday this week. 1 whole year. Okay, anyhow. This week's Parsha is Parshas Chukas. That's right, last year we did Chukas. That was a whole thing about logic. This week we're going to do something a little different though. This week we commemorate the passing of Aaron, Moses' brother. Happy birthday to LeviTV. Happy birthday to LeviTV. According to the commentaries, Aaron was a rodef shalom, someone who pursued peace. They bring up the example of a husband and a wife who were in a spat, or two friends who got into some kind of an argument. What would Aaron do? He would go over to each one of them. He would go over to the husband and say, by the way, your wife is very sorry for what she did. And I think she really wants to make up with you. And then he would go over to the woman and say, listen, your husband's feeling really bad about this whole argument. And he really wants to make up with you. I think, maybe you guys can work on it. And then the two people would meet thinking that the other one really wanted to make up, and then they would get back together. Happy birthday to LeviTV. Same thing if two friends were in an argument. He would go over to John and say, John, Frank feels bad about the whole deal. And then he would go over to Frank and say, Frank, John feels bad about this and he really wants to, make up. And when they would, they'd come back together and they'd have their meeting and they'd sit down and they'd realize, maybe the argument was really dumb. This is why Aaron was called a rodef shalom, someone who pursued peace. Because he went out of his way when two people were arguing to bring them back together again. To bring two friends closer, to bring a husband and a wife closer to each other. This is why the entire nation mourned for him. Happy birthday to you. That's right, it's 1 whole year since LeviTV started, and guess what? We have our very own cake, which I made myself. In truth, though, I was going to share it with you guys, but this is a beautiful lesson that we can all learn. When was the last time we went out of our ways, in a case where we weren't even involved, to help bring two friends closer to each other? When was the last time that there was an argument that started that we didn't say, hey, 1 second, let's calm down. Take a look at this. This is really stupid what we're arguing over. Let's try to figure out a compromise. Let's try to make it work for both sides. When was the last time we pursued peace? Oh, oh, happy birthday, oh, oh, happy birthday.